Hi there, my name is Gerald. Very excited you could join us. Today we'll be looking at the ideal plan, and all I ask you is to think with me. Sir Ken Robertson says that I do not see the world as it is, I see it as I am. So I ask you, how do you see the world? Our world is hungry for meaning and purpose, for fulfillment and structure in our lives. And all of us agree that these are important and pressing questions. But we do not agree on the answer to these questions. Ideally, every human being is asking, who are we and why are we? Now, I would want you to maybe entertain this thought. What are the foundations in your life, basic things that so much else rests on? And how firm are these foundations? And for me, I would consider the Bible as a good place to begin. David Robertson says that the Bible is beautiful because it's true, and it is true because it is beautiful. Now let me explain. In our quest for meaning and purpose, fulfillment and structure, the story of the Bible begins with Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2. Now think with me, Genesis chapter 1, if we were to take an example of it as a pyramid, the human creation is at the pinnacle of this pyramid. In Genesis chapter 2, if we were to think of it as a circle, then the human story is at the center of the circle. Now let's dwell a bit on Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 1 explains who we are. Genesis chapter 2 explains why we are. Now Genesis chapter 2 tells us of 4 gifts that God gave us. One is the Sabbath or rest, the gift of the home in form of a garden, the gift of family in form of marriage and relationships, and finally the gift of work. And let me propose, what if these are gifts given by the giver to show us the heart of the giver? The ideal plan is simply this: to know and to love, to be known and to be loved. Genesis chapter 2 tells us of things we should know. We should know the gifts given by the giver. And if honestly we know that, then we will love the giver. Then the second part that I end with is to be known and to be loved. Genesis chapter 2 ends with a very interesting verse, that both the man and the woman were naked, but they were not afraid. Think about that. Naked and not afraid. Jeremiah 31 verse 3 says, the Lord speaks and says, I have loved you, put your name there, with an everlasting love, and therefore I have drawn you to myself. In essence, God is saying, because I have loved you, then I have drawn you. You're fully known and you're fully loved. Simple as that. And I propose to you that that is the ideal plan. And for those of us who may not feel loved, who may feel unlovable, underloved, or unloved, let me propose to you the unconditional love of God. And if you know someone who is feeling this, let me challenge you to reach out to them and express this very love. This love that is not earned or merited, but can only be received. Now in closing, I will read Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23 and 24. And these are the words I close with. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. Let not the mighty man glory in his might, nor the rich man glory in his riches. But let him who glories, glory in this, that he understands me and knows me, that I am the Lord, exercising loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight. I hope you will experience in a very deep and personal way the ideal plan, that you will know God and love Him, and that you will believe you are known by God and you are loved by Him. Cheers.